Hello YouTube, this is iPacman 1980. Just wanted to do a quick video of two very cheap concealed carry weapons that I have. The first one is the Sccy CPX2 and the second one is the hipoint c-9. Price wise for these guns, you're going to spend about $300 for the CPX2. For the hipoint c-9, you're going to spend anywhere between $180 to $200 for it. Both guns have a lifetime warranty. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the hipoint c-9. There's a lot of bad reputation about this gun, but I have to say I've been very impressed with this gun. I've shot it probably about 300 times. I have never had a misfire. Uh, Nothing, no failures whatsoever. And I have to say this gun is very accurate. This is 10 rounds from 10 yards away. I was pretty consistent with it. In this test that I did between the two guns, I used these Herters 9mm brass case. You can get that at Cabela's. It's a very cheap ammo. When I shoot target practice, I don't use very expensive ammo, so you know. Now, there's one thing I probably would say that I wouldn't recommend, and that's using steel cased ammunition. I have yet to use steel cased ammunition through either one of these guns, but just from what I've heard and from what I know, I choose not to use it through this gun or through any other guns for that matter. I say my favorite thing about this gun is that I'm pretty accurate with it. I took my CWP course with this gun, um, and I was very accurate. I was actually the best shooter there at the class, and I absolutely love the way the trigger pulls on this. Yeah, people can say what they want. It's a cheap trigger, but I tell you, it feels very comfortable uh, to me. I like it. Some of y'all other people might not like it, but I like it. And I know sometimes this may sound a little bit inconsistent, but there are some cons to this gun. Probably one of the biggest things that I don't like is that there's not very much customization you can do, if any, to this gun. There's no track to put a laser on it. There's It's only a single stack clip magazine, and it's a whole lot heavier than the CPX2. And again, this is 10 rounds fired at 10 yards with the same ammo, two different guns. This particular target is for the high point. Okay, the second gun I'm gonna talk about today is the Sccy CPX2. Um, I like this gun, but I don't like this gun. I guess because I'm not used to it yet. I've only fired 40 rounds of ammunition through this gun, so as you can see, I need a little bit more practice with this gun to probably give it a perfect overview of this gun. But it's not as accurate to me as the High Point C9. That's that's probably the biggest problem that I have with this gun is that I guess I'm just not as accurate with it as the High Point C9. So it kind of makes me lean towards the High Point C9 as far as accuracy wise. As far as the pros about this gun is that it comes in a variety of different colors. You can get it from pink to black. I do like a lot of the functions of this gun. It does have a 10+1 clip, and so it's a double stacked. I'll pull out the clip here so you can see it. It is a double stack clip, and it will hold 10+1. That's probably one of the best things that I like about this gun, as far as compared to the high point, is that it does hold more ammo. Here is the target that I shot at 10 yards away with the Sccy CPX2. I only hit with 8 rounds out of the 10. Um, it's not as accurate, or it doesn't have the same feel to me as the hipoint c-9. So that's one thing I'd like to work on, is getting more accurate with this gun, like I am with the hipoint c-9. Probably the reason the accuracy difference, I think, is, for one, it's a little bit smaller gun. It's a whole lot lighter. Um, and probably the trigger pull is the biggest thing. It has a pretty heavy trigger. There's no safety on this gun. So here's a look at both clips of both guns. Here's the Sccy CPX 2. It's 10 round plus 1. And then you got the high point. It's a 7 plus 1. The high point is a single stack, and the Sccy is a double stack. So that's how you get more ammo in a smaller gun. Okay, let's say that you wanted to disassemble these guns. The high point c-9 is a little bit more complicated. The CPX2 is very easy to take apart. So that's one more pro and con compared for these two guns. In the CPX2 Sccy, one thing that I do like about it better is that the slide lock. The high point c-9 does have a slide lock, but it does not have this button here to where you can release it and get to go back forward. On the high point c-9 here, you actually have to pull it back and then release it in order to get it to go forward again. And actually, if it's got an empty clip on it it won't even go forward. So you got to take the clip out. And since I've only got 2 hands, I can't show you how that actually works. But anyways. Okay, so my overall opinion of the two guns. I'd have to say, as far as accuracy, um, the high point c-9 is above all my favorite out of the two. But as far as functionality and easier to carry, I have to give it to the Sccy CPX 2. Again, not everyone can afford to buy a Glock 17 or gun in that nature, in that price range. A Glock 17's anywhere between $550 $600. So if you want to get a gun that's a little bit more price happy, I say get the high point c-9. $189, typical price for it. The Sccy CPX2 is around $300. A little more, a little less, depending on where you get it. So in my test here, I conclude that the high point for the money is got to be, and accuracy wise, the better gun. Functionality, um, the Sccy. Um, but what you gotta think about is that this gun right here, the high point c-9, is $100 cheaper than this gun right here. Okay, guys, thanks for watching my video. I hope I was informative and taught y'all some things about these two guns and compared them to the best of my knowledge. So everyone have a happy and safe day, and stay in the shadows.